Hey everybody, I wanted you to have a chance to meet Devon Broughton. Devon Broughton's one of my partners. She's got a long history in real estate. I'm going to let her tell you about it. But Devon, do tell them about your history in real estate.
Sure. I grew up in a family in real estate, and from self-managed property management out of the house, contractors, realtors, it really was thick in my blood. I jumped into real estate in sales in 2003, really right out of college. And I became a broker when there was 2 different licenses back in the day.
Yep.
And went out and earned a bunch of designations to get more education. So in 2009, I started my own company, and that went really well. Had an assistant and started climbing up. Then in 2011, when the market changed, I created the property management division. It was a very natural division to open for me, since I had grown up watching my family do it out of the house.
Right.
And they had managed over 100 units.
Wow.
So I really was comfortable with the whole process. And that was really an answer for sellers that couldn't sell their house.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2018, I got the opportunity to join you. And so we did, of course, we agreed that I'm going to do sales with you, and I'm going to keep property management, which has worked out as a great marriage and a great complement to what we have here at Marti Hampton Real Estate.
Right. I love that. It's a funny market now. You had sellers that couldn't sell. Now you got buyers that can't find a house to buy. So it's a whole different thing.
Right.
So Devon also is an accomplished horsewoman, and she loves Eli. Tell us about that.
So I've been riding since I was 8, and I have shown all around the East Coast. Been second in the world 3 times.
Awesome.
And it is my passion. And the current horse I have right now, which I'll keep him forever, his name is Eli. And I was fortunate enough to stumble across him back in August of 2020. And I went out to Missouri on a whim. And knew that he had to come back home with me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you can see that the thread of excellence in everything she does. 3 in the world 2 times. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what kind of riding? Was that dressage or what was it?
No, it's saddle seat, and actually, so it's 2 different things, but at the same show at Louisville, Kentucky. And so it's American Saddlebreds, and it's saddle seat. And so these horses are called the peacocks of the show ring.
Oh, wow.
So they're very
showy.
Yes, they're very showy, and they have a lot of confidence and air about them. And they lift their knees up real high, and but they're just beautiful to watch.
Wow.
So I had one that was doing that, and I had another that was a hackney pony, and I drove him in a cart. And I wore the equivalent, really, of racing silks. So that particular class was about speed. And with probably 25 other kids in the ring, we're flying around there and going as fast as we can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's different. You know, Devon is amazing to me because when she describes her horses to me, she describes their personality. And I just find that really interesting that she's that close to her her hobby, which has become part of her life. So about real estate, Devon, tell me what you would advise somebody just getting into the real estate business.
Well, to jumpstart your career, I think one of the smartest things you can do is really join a team. I think joining a team is going to just thrust you right into the center of what you need to do to be successful. You need to have mentors, you need to have experienced agents surrounding you, and you need to come to the office. I know everybody loves the idea of working from home and being mobile, but there's really no replacement for coming into the office. You need to realize that you have a lot of people that you know around you. And one of the first things I was told when I got into the business is to let every single person I know that I'm in the business. And that's what I did. We had a desk and a phone, and that was it.
That's it. That was a training in real estate back in the day. But it's interesting because some people just really step into it. But I think you hit upon the main thing. You got to treat it like a job. When you get your license and you get that little thing back from the real estate commission and you say, I'm in real estate. Well, you're not really in real estate until you've sold some houses, you put some buyers and sellers together. So that's the difference. So I was fortunate enough to become a partner, or Devon became a partner with me at the Marti Hampton team. And why would she do that? She was an accomplished professional on her own. And why in the world would you do something like that? That almost seems like a lateral move.
It does. Some people would think it's a step backwards. but it really wasn't. It was an answer to a time in my life, an answered prayer. And a lot of life had happened in the last few years leading up to that point. And when you are out on your own, doing your own brokerage, and you're just a 1 or 2 man shop, to have those kinds of hits in your life is pretty detrimental to your business. And so I needed to jumpstart right back in right away. And I needed to be able to lean on others to get there as fast as I could. And so I just pushed my ego aside and said, "Wait, don't ever say never." And I did that, and it really was the best decision I've ever made in this business.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for that, because it was a great decision when you joined our team as well. And I like to think if a team had been available when I got in real estate 30-something years ago, I would have loved that position because, man, I hated the details. I hated the paperwork. I hated to do anything that was beyond find the house or sell the house. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't even want to go to the closing necessarily.
Right.
So I think having the support team and talk about our support team. Are they adequate?
Oh my gosh, they're the best. And that's something I was able to recognize immediately is the value that you bring forth. With the listing coordinator, we have 2 listing coordinators. We have 3 in the closing department. We have an entire marketing department. We have others in the inside staff. We have a team leader. This is a well-organized, put-together machine.
Yeah.
Everybody on the bus is in the right seat. And so you had put together what I had dreamt of putting together to be able to do these things. And I was able to say, you know what? I don't have to be the marketer. I don't have to be the social media expert. I don't have to do the contract to close details that bog you down and keep you from going out and writing more contracts. I just want to sell houses.
That's it. I want to deal with the people. I want to do the fun part. That's really great. And then the opportunity at EXP, which is totally different than what I had at Remax. I was Remax when you joined me.
Right.
And then what did you think when I threw you that curveball?
Well, interestingly, I had about 4.5 years at Keller Williams. I was familiar with the concept. I kind of understand some background differences between the 2 companies, and so the whole rev share concept was not foreign to me at all. And I've loved that about the Keller Williams, and I knew it was a good model for EXP. So I thought, this is only going to open more doors. It is.
It does open more doors. And, of course, I'll just have to give you a little commercial here. The reason I never seriously considered KW is because I understood that their profit share was from the bottom. And I had owned a brokerage, run a franchise, and I know that profit is an elusive thing when it comes to brokerages. And that there's an old saying that's been around for a while now, the model of brokerage is broken. So I think when we moved to EXP, and then I could give the secretaries, the closers, everybody that had their license, I could give them opportunity to gain a little bit of extra income. That was a big moment for me. So I was happy with that. And you've already started that, so congratulations.
Thank you.
That's good. So anything you'd say to a person that's not getting where they want to be in real estate? Maybe they've been in real estate for a while. What would be the advantage of making that seemingly lateral move?
I think if you're looking at a big team to join, definitely come see us. It's a very smart and lucrative decision. I think you need to pay attention to the person that you are linking up in business with, and if their goals and their model in life aligns with yours, then that is a naturally good fit.
That's a good thing. I'm glad that you joined us. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.